Well, it's kind of official at the moment that, let's see. Oh, wow. 1,036 files from the AUR, programs, dependencies were all infected with info-stealing malware. But that begs the question. Is Arch Linux still worth using without the AUR? Let's find out. All right, let's get started. Oh, wow. Look at the artifacts. Those are funny. This is going to be fun. Arr. Now, look, I love Arch Linux. I'm always going to love it. It's always been a part of me, a part of my life, a part of my journey into Linux itself. And I don't know. I have never in my life before used Arch Linux without the AUR. That's how big it was when it came to making things just work. And I used to do custom installs. Before Arch install existed, there was these install scripts, and they would allow you to pretty much get everything you needed, including Yay and all of these other cool things. Ready to go right out of the box, and that always blew me away. I'm like, the AUR is the coolest thing in the world. Now, I was asked a question. Does this mean the chaotic AUR is also affected? And I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna definitely say it has to be affected. There's no way it's not. No way. Gonna keep that. Let's enter our password. And if it is, well, there's a command out there that will automatically remove all of these infected packages off of your system. And it just makes life super easy and convenient to do that. But here's the thing. You need to change all of your passwords. You need to change all of your passkeys. You have to do all of this. It doesn't matter which for account you do it. Just do the entire thing. Go to every email account. Go to every login. Go to every GitHub account. Change it all. Because in the end, you're going to want to have a good experience, and you're not going to be able to do that unless you basically put in the effort. Why am I choosing Cosmic? Right, I'm choosing Cosmic because I haven't tried it in a while. I want to see what it can do. All right, moving on to applications. Enable Bluetooth, enable the audio. Additional fonts. Yeah, thank you. Let's just do those. I like the fact they added the whole font thing. That's cool. Pac-Man color true. Okay. Weird, but works for me. Time zone / Halifax. Now, I know there's a lot of people that are freaked out, but the Arch team is working as hard as they can to get all of these packages down. 99% of these packages can't even be installed again. That's the cool part. If you try to install them currently, it's not going to work, because they've put so much effort into making sure that they're no longer available. And they're working hard to defend against this. But there are other ways to get these packages. You don't have to go through the AUR. If you wanted to, you can compile them. And compiling things is not as difficult as most people make it out to be. I'm going to be completely honest about that one. And, like, there's just a lot of things that can be done. So, what can you do? All right, if you're still with me in this video, which I hope you are, let's try to get this done. But no, I do not want a screen reader. Why do you automatically assume that everyone has a hearing impairment? Don't be a dick. I swear, the developers at Cosmic are just sometimes a little nearsighted. And I get it, it's fine, whatever. I'm not really going to complain. Actually, let's make the Windows crowd feel comfortable today. There we go. NixOS package management can happen on Arch Linux. That's a thing. But I've never done it. I've never done it. How to use Nix Package Manager on Arch. Is there a guide for this? So it's an installer. Interesting. Then you research the shell, and that's it? That's it? Excuse me if I'm a little surprised. By the way, we don't have a web browser by default. Let me just... There we go. Oh, that blurred. Wait, is blur inside of Cosmic? Nope, maybe that was my blur. Never mind. Sudo. Okay, it's in there. All right, I just had to make sure it wasn't on my other screen. Sudo pacman-s Firefox. Oh no, it's so difficult to install a terminal on Linux. Whatever will I... It's done. All right, let's open up this terminal. And let's find this this script. Now we're going to do this by how to install the NixOS package manager on Arch. Now, for some reason, Google instantly just pops up this script, right? Run the official script. But on my other screen, there's this determine Nix installer way of doing it, and I want to see that. Okay, wait, I got spelt that wrong. So this is the one that I originally saw, and I want to use this one. So you put it in, and so it just says to do the thing. Did we just do install? No? Interesting. I don't understand this thing then. So it says to do this. But then, all right, let's try the other way. Okay, let's try it this way. I'm going to paste that in. Failure. Oh. I think this was my fault. Let's type clear. Remember, I've never done this before, and I'm doing this with you guys for the very first time. Enter your password. It's going to set everything up. Your home directory, your files, your default profile. And then you're just supposed to be able to do Nix search Nix Packages package name. Okay, so we're going to reboot. It says you're supposed to restart your shell, but I'm going to do a full honest-to-God reboot. And this is an issue right here, is where the ISO does not dismount after it's being used. It only happens to Arch Linux. All right, so remember that. So now we should have the NixOS package manager built in. It's like the AUR except for NixOS, but you can use it on other distributions as well. I believe including Debian and others. So, Nix. Oh my good God, it's there. Now, finding a package, you could use that, sure, right? Feel free. But you could do Nix. All right, we are back in the operating system after doing a reboot. I had to, unfortunately, jump ahead and figure out what the hell I'm going to do. Because, again, it's not as easy as it looks. And I have a nice guide written here. So inside of your config.nix, it needs to look like this. So allow free needs to be here. This is a bunch of garbage that I don't actually need. Let me just clean up that so we can get rid of that. And as well as save. Okay, so allow free. Then package overrides. And user packages equals build env, so on and so forth. Let me enlarge this. I don't know how the hell they enlarge this. View and zoom in. So it's Control++. I'm going to make this as big as I can for you guys. That should make it easy. Pause here. Get all this done and written. Okay. All right, you should be good. Now, once that's done, okay. I'm going to trust you to write this. Oh, for fuck's sake, 'cause I closed down my entire VM. I have a bad tendency to accidentally just Windows Q out of everything. So the second one we're going to be taking a look at is this one. This is the one where you're going to have your packages. So I'm going to once again zoom in. Go zoom, 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 zoom. And this will allow you to install things like Heroic or Discord and have packages handled that way. And hopefully this will actually use full acceleration. I don't know. Let's see. Because I want to know. I gotta research this. Okay, so you'd need something like NixGL and wrap the programs. Can it use Vulkan? Let's see. You need the right wrapper. So we would have to install NixGL. So I don't know if we can just do NixGL like this. Maybe. Let's see. No, we can't. We'd have to do it a different way. Interesting. Definitely interesting. All right, well, these are your packages, and after you do an install, you'll run this command right here. And let me once again zoom in a stupid amount. Nix-env-I capital A Nix Packages .user packages with a capital P and enter. And it will install any packages that are listed there. Now, you don't need to install Steam this way. You don't need to do anything else. This is only for packages that you get on the AUR. So for me, I believe it's called Extension Manager. Let's go look it up. Actually, let's do a browser. That would probably be best. Nix package search. Helium. Browser. Agent browser. No. Okay. Let's do Zen browser. Agent browser. Reporting for duty. Yeah, it looks like maybe they're just not in there. Let's do a Google search for it. Zen browser Nix package. Okay. Apparently this weeb wants to help us install things. It's always a weeb. Okay. Great. What's next? All right. See, this video is already getting like, oh, I just want to install a simple browser. You don't get to. Oh, what the hell? Has no one made a simple Zen browser non-flake? Are you serious? You have to be joking me, right? Can I just literally do this? Can I literally just... No, I can't. Because again, the fucking stupid Nix command. It's an extra experimental feature. I like to say some things. And I want nobody to get offended. Oh, wait, that's impossible. Everyone gets offended by everything. They're just a sad bunch of individuals sometimes. Look, if you're gonna goddamn make something that installs packages, and you purposely do it the hardest way known to mankind, you're an asshole. Simple as that. You're just an asshole. And don't be that way. Don't be an asshole. Now, where is it? I have to open up the browser again and copy this and paste this. Thank you. I swear to God, things should not be this difficult. They should just happen. They should just work, and that's it. No complaints, no problems, no issues. But the fact that people have to put together the most mind-numbingly broken commands in the world to get the most simplistic things done shows how messed up people truly are. This is supposed to be a nice peaceful video, you know, but it just ends up being one of those things where you end up just disliking people in general. But there we go. We now officially have the Zen browser, but it doesn't show in here for some reason. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Well, I guess the Zen browser thing didn't really stand by and catch, did it? Let's try again. So what, we have to run that every time? Yeah, you have to run it every time. It doesn't install it into the fucking system. That's ridiculous. It really is. Wow. Maybe this was a bad idea. You live and you learn, don't you? But now you know how to do it. That's the problem. You know how to do it. And whether you can make this work on your own or not, whether you have an advanced way of doing this, this is why I don't use NixOS. I'm going to be honest with you, it drives me nuts. I'd rather just install PikaOS, forget that Arch Linux exists, give them time to fix their stuff, and then if I ever feel the need to go back once the AUR is finally handled properly, that can be done. But for right now, even this as an option is going to make some people go nuts. It's not the fix that I thought it was. And I'm okay. I'm allowed to learn these lessons, and so are you. Oh my God. But you know what? We got Discord installed using Nix. We got Heroic installed using Nix. We can probably install a ton of other things as well. But at least you know it's an option. Okay? Thanks for watching. Oh. NixOS is not for me. And no matter what anybody says, they can't do a goddamn thing to make it for me. Yeah.